Which cheesy snack is truly the cheesiest?
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
Cheese, whether you love it or you love it, we can all agree that we love it, which is why there are so many cheese-flavored snacks out there on the market. But which snack brings the most honor to its lineage by being the most cheesy? Well, that's a question most are not brave enough to answer, but we are not most.
You may know cheese as ooey, you may know it as gooey, but today these bunch of crazy curds are bringing a whole bunch of crunch before lunch. 8 cheesy snacks will be put through a grater greater than a guitar shredded by John Mayer. In this turning chock full of charming chops of cheese, only one can do the cha-cha into the champion's churkle. It's time for the 2024 Cheesy Snack Clash Spectacular!
Yes!
In order to determine today's 8 contenders for the Cheesy Snack Championship, the Mythical crew compiled a list of the 16 most popular cheesy snacks on the market. Those 16 snacks were then rigorously tested by our own group of professional taste testers.
What?
The Sporked crew, who
look at that.
eliminated the 8 least cheesy snacks of the bunch, leaving us with our 8 finalists. And speaking of Sporked, please welcome Jordan, who will be mousing the board.
Hello.
Wow, you're a fancy mouse.
Thank you. I'm not Jordan. Today I'm Mousery and Cheesenet.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, of course.
All right, I'm running that through my mind a few times and I've now
Mousery
gotten the joke.
And Cheesenet.
Are you gonna say let them eat cheese at some point?
I was going to.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna take any more obvious ones.
I was going to.
Okay.
Today, the winning cheesy snack will earn its very own come to Jesus moment. You need me to say that one again? Or
That's
one was
usually a
pretty-
bad thing, though.
That was...
But this is a good thing?
Yeah,
Because we
it's
get
the
to
winner.
introduce them to cheeses.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, what do we got going on?
What do we have going on? We've got extra cheesy Cheez-Its,
Planters cheese balls.
nacho cheese Doritos,
Spicy queso Funyuns.
Cheetos,
Pirate's Booty Cheddar Blast.
extra cheddar Goldfish.
And Blue Diamond 3 Cheese Nut Thins. Wow, that's
It's
a
not
lot.
cheese nut, it's cheese
Cheese
nut.
cheese
thin.
cheese nut thins.
Nuts go with the thins.
Nuts
part.
go with the cheese.
For our first match, we've got extra cheesy Cheez-Its versus Planters cheese balls.
Now, we are not trying to guess or trying to determine which one we like more.
No.
Just to set the record straight here, okay?
Just which one is cheesiest?
And that might not be, in fact, you're a guy who, I love cheese. You know, you like cheese, but too much cheese sometimes turns you off. So I actually think that you might not like the one that's actually cheesier.
You know what I do like though? Better than cheese? Cheesy snacks. Like the best form of cheese for me is doused on a snack. And so these are amazing to me. And I think I wanna push the cheese all the way. As long as it's not like a blue cheese. This orange cheese stuff, whoo, I'm here for it.
Let me tell you something about Cheez-Its that you
Tell me
probably,
something about Cheez-Its.
that you probably don't know. They're not square. They're not square.
No.
They are 24 millimeters by 26 millimeters. Did you know that? I don't know why that's the case, but
That's
now
all-
you know that and you can share it at your next party.
That's almost square though.
It's almost square. I mean, most people would assume it was square, but maybe something in the manufacturing makes it need to be just like this.
When they say they are extra cheesy, they are not what they say, affronting.
It actually, it kind of tastes
What
like
they say.
It tastes like a piece of cheese that's just been dried into this shape.
It is fabulous. I can't think that Planters cheese balls would beat it, but the nostalgia factor is so high for these things. I didn't realize that they were discontinued from manufactured in 2006. And then there was such an outcry.
Sad year.
They came back permanently 2019. That's how long.
It took a long time to come back.
They had to
cheese
wait.
balls.
They came back temporarily in 2018, but like,
Anything cool about the shape of these, Link?
they're so good. They are
Somebody can.
not perfectly round, they are oblong. Mousery,
This one's easy.
Do you have a pick? Because I know you contributed to the ones that didn't make it this far.
I did, and I don't remember. So right now, no.
There's an overwhelming favorite in this one. And
These are so good, I want to vote for them, but I can't.
I mean, from a cheese factor,
so crazy cheesy.
Cheez-Its are crazy cheesy.
Cheez-Its have to move on, Mousery.
Nice. And that means that the cheese balls are going to the farm.
Oh, goodness. Look at this diorama.
It's a moldy dairy farm in Wisconsin where all cheese goes to die. You know, it makes sense.
I think the phrase is putting it out to pasture.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So we're putting the cheese balls out to pasture.
Bye, balls.
Look at that cheese pig.
Whoa.
Up.
Whoa. Oh, that cow's really having a conniption. Facing off next, nacho cheese Doritos versus spicy queso Funyuns.
And I'm picking one of the Doritos that's more orange because, as we know,
they're not all even.
Some of them get real orange.
Did you know? I guess I would have told you that this is like the original Doritos flavor, but technically it's not because they became the third ever flavor of Doritos after toasted corn and taco.
After taco.
In 1972.
And those have gone away. So now this is what we think of as the original. I'm so glad you told me that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got at least 3 facts for your next party.
Funyuns debuted in 1969. Yeah. Mousery, did you know that anatomical balls are not perfectly round?
I didn't know that. And now I feel better for it.
Yep. They are spicy. It's a spicy queso.
You still got cheese balls? Let's make a game.
One time I was at a little party.
Basketball.
And we had Funyuns and we had cheese balls. Oh. That's pretty close, actually. Slam dunk. And I invented a new snack where you take a cheese ball and you put it inside a Funyun, but not the cheesy Funyuns because the cheese comes from the ball.
Oh.
And then you eat it together.
When did you do this?
You were there, you just don't remember.
Oh.
So as much as we love Funyuns, we have to say that the Doritos Nacho Cheese is moving forward, Mousery.
And the Funyuns are going to the Funyun farm.
Out to pasture.
Oh, the chickens are really into this one.
Next up, we got a classic cheesy snack, Cheetos versus Pirate's Booty White Cheddar Cheddar Blast.
Okay, Cheetos. They've been around for a long time, since 1948. And it turns out that they actually were made possible because of advancements that were made during World War II.
Yeah.
And food dehydration, which led to the invention of cheese powder.
Are you saying war is a good thing?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that sometimes there are innovations that come through warfare that we do benefit us as a society. Like, we got Cheetos. I mean, yeah, we had a world war, but we got Cheetos.
Boy, you look, there's egg on your face.
No, there's cheese in my mouth.
And this is, I'm trying not to be swayed by the orangeness and the crunchness, which are both fabulous aspects of this snack.
There's a genuine cheesiness to this.
I mean, it says right there, made with real cheese, homie. Well, it doesn't say homie, but.
Yeah, the cheese powder is made from real cheese. That is a fact.
And as long as you don't get one that's the size of a drumstick, you're good. Like, I don't like those.
That's cheesy, man.
It's very cheesy. Never thought about it in that way as how cheesy it is.
You never thought about Cheetos as cheesy?
I wouldn't have said that Cheetos were as cheesy as they are.
What do you think it was? Just orange flavor?
Moderately cheesy, but not, I mean, there's no like extra, there's no like extreme, blast. There's none of those words on it.
It just is what it is, man.
Pirate's Booty, been around since 1987, so it's a youngster.
Those are very cheesy. White cheddar specifically, or as you might say, white cheddar.
Yeah, I would.
Is so cheesy. This is confusing me because it's got a really strong cheesy flavor.
It builds.
But it's a different kind of cheese.
They taste so good because there's white cheddar, but then the white cheddar blast takes it up a notch.
When you come back to these.
You gotta eat like 5 of them to really like be drawn into the whiteness of the cheddar.
There's a lead flavor in Cheetos that I taste when I go back to it. Mm-hmm. And it's not cheese. It's what?
I thought it was cheese.
It's corn. Yeah. See, Mousery knew what I was going to say.
I knew it's corn.
Yeah. And I was like, I taste corn, and when I come back over here, I taste cheese. These are super cheesy, but the lead flavor is cheese on these. Lead flavor on these is corn.
But then there's so much more cheesy on this. I'm all in the lane of Cheetos.
Okay,
man.
well, this is
There's that much cheese.
This is one of the reasons that Mousery is joining us today. Mousery, we would like you to help us determine which one of these is cheesier.
Now, I know you were already saying that you were thinking corn, but that doesn't mean that it's not cheesier too.
I agree. I do know that Cheetos has a corn flavor, but I don't think it deducts from the cheese.
It's very good. It's very cheesy. I mean, this is a battle of the cheeses.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
I stand by it.
Yes, Mousery?
As much as I love to get blasted, Cheetos wins.
Okay,
Yes, it
all right.
does. It is more cheesy.
2 out of 3.
So that means that your Cheetos Crunchy moves on. And look, you're all over it. I feel good about that. There's a reason why it's been here around forever.
And that means that Cheddar Blast Pirate's Booty, which is very white cheddary, is moving on to the farm.
Out. Whoa.
Oh, okay, I guess the horse is in the barn.
If you're like me, you couldn't help but notice Rhett's amazing jogger set that he's wearing. Yep, there's pants that go with that color-blocked hoodie that you've been soaking in with your eyeballs. Wheel of Mythicality, color-blocked hoodie and joggers. There he goes. Look at, you can jog so much. Super soft with super pro embroidery on both pieces. Shop the set now at mythical.com. You're gonna love jogging in a way you never have.
Man, feels so good at jogging joggers.
You look great.
To determine the last snack to advance, we have extra cheddar goldfish
Well, flavor blasted. Let's
Versus-
say it.
blasted.
I love to get blasted. Is that what you wanted me to say again?
Yeah,
I love to get blasted. Flavor blasted.
right, because it went right over our heads last time you said it. Versus Blue Diamond 3 cheese, nothings. When I read that originally, I did think it was Blue Diamond 3. Like it was the latest iteration of
Why
Blue
don't you
Diamond.
let me talk and you get your breath?
No, because
Just get your breath, man. Just get your breath.
no.
Why are you doing all the talking when I'm the one with all the breath? I'm gonna start eating these because I think they're gonna be less cheesy. I mean, the 3 cheeses
Why would you
are-
think that?
Because it's not orange, honestly. There's nothing orange about it.
Smell it though.
Three cheeses are cheddar, Parmesan, and Gouda.
It's pretty dang cheesy. That Parmesan is doing some heavy lifting.
It's very artisanal, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. You might find this at a farmer's market.
Yeah. Or like what are those boards called that our wives are like for some reason-
Charcuterie.
they're like obsessed with them for some reason.
Well,
It's like we have people coming over.
so am I.
I'm obsessed with.
I think the three of us are obsessed with it, and you just kind of, you're the present.
I'm impressed by it, but I'm not obsessed by it. Charcuterie boards are.
Because you don't like cheese. That's what I'm talking about.
It's like it. Well, if it was full of cheesy snacks,
Right.
yeah, I would like it. These are very good. I'm a big fan of the nut thin.
They're pretty nutty, though. Specifically almond.
There's no way that the Goldfish ain't gonna be, of course, baked for your popping pleasure.
Link, do you know why these are shaped like fishes?
Because they're for fishermen.
No. Because Oscar Cambly, the inventor, shaped them as goldfish because his wife was a Pisces.
Seriously?
Yep.
So this is astrological? That's
Yeah.
gonna turn a lot of people off. I mean, we just got done with the war on Christmas. Now we're gonna have a war on goldfish. It has a cheese dusting that then when you chew into it, you still get the through and through cheesiness of a goldfish. So it's kind of a double dose. It clearly wins in my mind.
Well,
This is too nutty.
can I just make an observation?
That's what you're paid to do.
I feel like you're being, you basically said it out loud. You said the quiet part out loud. And that is, if it's orange, you think it wins. I mean, let's be clear here.
I didn't say. I said
Two times in a row,
it's
you
a
picked
factor.
the orange thing.
It's a factor.
These are cheesier, man.
Once you lick, Daddy,
The Parmesan is so cheesy.
once you lick the dust off, there's no cheese underneath though.
These are cheesy.
This one you lick the cheese dust off,
But licking is part of eating.
but then the chewing is part of eating.
The first bite of this is so cheesy. Like, the back part isn't that cheesy. But the first part is so cheesy. That's part of the experience.
It is. It's cheesier than the first part of the Goldfish, but then the second part is just almonds. You want another tiebreaker?
I think we got to call Mousery in. This is hitting my mouth so hard. Like, I feel so charcuterie on this one.
Right. Lick that. Did you?
The Parmesan
So
hits
cheesy.
hard.
It's so cheesy.
At first. And then what?
I mean, it does. I mean, it turns into almonds, but it's so cheesy. I mean,
And then it nuts. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, nuts.
Okay.
You're doing all the heavy lifting today. I like it.
Okay. Because I get such a punch of flavor initially, I have to go with the nut thing.
Yes!
So cheesy.
I ain't gonna hate on that.
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
gonna hate on that. All right,
Thank
throw
you,
it up
Mouse
there.
Reed.
Throw it up there. I mean, these are the talk of the town.
Yeah. I can't stop hearing about them.
So that means
Every corner of town. Whoa.
bring down the barn.
And that means
Goldfish is
What?
gonna be flavor blasted
right
to the
into
pasture.
right into the farm. Oh, those pigs.
We're into the semifinals. Extra cheesy Cheez-Its versus Doritos nacho cheese.
It's all about the cheese. Man, that's some cheesy stuff right there.
It's a great punch.
It's
Orange.
cheese all the way through.
Is not a factor in this round.
Clear winner in my mind.
Clear winner right over
Right
here
here.
with
This
Cheez-Its
is-
because there's too much corn. All I taste with this is cheese and cheese and cheese.
Cheese all the way through.
Cheese and corn and cheese and corn.
Corn.
And cheese and corn.
Brr, that means we're moving it along, moving Cheez-Its along, and we're putting Doritos out to pasture. Have you had cheese corn at like a Korean restaurant? Have you
No, what?
cheese corn?
Cheese-
Y'all had cheese corn?
What is cheese corn?
It's just cheese and corn. All right, vying for that last finals bid, we got Cheetos versus Blue Diamond 3 Cheese Nut Thins.
You just can't beat.
Blue Diamond keeps stepping it up. Every iteration of Blue Diamond is better. I can't wait for Blue Diamond 4. When is that coming? They still taste like corn to me. I still stand by these not even being here.
Is this what? This isn't what was against it last time. But
No.
I feel like it's deja vu.
This is the one that you pushed through. Well, Mousery pushed this one through in a tiebreaker.
And Mousy
Mousery pushed this one through in a tiebreaker.
And so now I'm on Team Nut Thin. Now that it's broken through,
It's so cheesy.
I'm like
These are way better, by the way.
then
These are cheesy. These are way better tasting.
If you're not eating it right next to Cheetos, though, they're absolutely great. I
Okay.
love it. I'm
So
fancy.
that means moving the Nut Thins, and we're putting the Cheetos on Moldy Farm.
Yeah.
Nut.
You learn a lot on a farm, you know. The
that a-
animals are constantly like doing stuff to each other, and you can't hide it. It all comes down to this. That's right. This is it. The final round, and we have no clue, no inkling of which one will win.
That's right.
The official most cheesiest of snacks. Will it be the extra cheesy Cheez-Its or Blue Diamond 3 Cheese Nut Thins?
Oh, these are super cheesy.
I would call them extra cheesy.
Cheesy all the way through.
Extra cheesiness, 4 Cheez-Its, extra cheesy. The word cheese is in 3 different forms right there at the top of the box.
Now these cheese nut thins, very cheesy at the beginning. We both know which one's gonna win, but this is entertainment. We gotta be dramatic.
Right. Who would have thought
Yeah.
that a thin nut could be in the running? And now that it's here, I'm just blown away by the cheesiness.
It's really holding its own, don't you think?
And lick daddy it.
I mean, if this was Blue Diamond 4 version, there would be no question as to who the winner would be. But because it's the 3rd iteration of Blue Diamond only, it really is just everything's hanging in the balance.
Yeah, I would say there's 2 of them hanging in the balance.
I mean, how many cheeses? Yeah, how many cheeses can you taste?
3, right? I can taste all 3.
How many can you taste here?
Probably about 1. They're different experiences, but they're both very cheesy.
Who we kidding?
Are they equally cheesy? Of course not.
There's one that's way cheesier.
All right, so we've got We gotta give Nut Thins this moment, but that moment is gonna be sending it out to pasture.
Yep, all right,
Nut Thins, you did great. You were the dark horse. No one thought you were gonna make it this far. We are super proud of you, and I've never licked something so cheesy in my life.
Whoa, all the animals were excited, but that means that extra cheesy Cheez-Its, you get your come to cheesiest moment for being the cheesiest snack on the block.
Tell Jesus we said hello. Wow. We're coming to you soon, Jesus.
Wow.
Well, maybe not too soon. But these Nut Thins are great, though.
Speak
I'm
for yourself,
I'm telling all my friends about it. What?
Speak for yourself.
Well, I was.
Okay. Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell.
You know what time it is.
We're the Schneider family from Ramsey, New Jersey, and we just did a cheese puff taste test. And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Family fun.
Yeah, they had Jacks.
Click the top link to watch us draft the perfect fried chicken sandwich with Jordan and get Mythical more.
And to find out where the Wheel of Mythicality is gonna land. It's time to wear the Wheel of Mythicality. Shop the Wheel of Mythicality color block hoodie and joggers now at mythical.com.